Hello, everyone. So this is the MBA Meetup with Dr. Yager. That is me.
Mhm,
And
mhm. Hello.
hi. I have
Hi.
and we are going to talk about time management.
Mhm.
And I have someone very special. One of the MBA students, Amy, joining us.
Yes.
Amy, do you want to
Hello.
say hi? Yeah, we can see you. Okay.
Hi. Mhm.
Do you want to introduce yourself, Amy? Mhm.
Yes. Hello everyone. My name is Ami. I have one more semester to go for the MBA in
Hey.
health services and risk management. I'm excited. Um, Currently I'm taking two classes online, but the other two classes are on campus. And now with everything that's going on, I'm taking all the classes online. So it's been a bit of a challenge for me, with working home remotely, and that's also online. At first, I was like, yeah, I can work from home, but then later on this week, I realized that I've been spending so much time on one thing. By the time I realize it, the day has gone, and it's hard for me to catch up on other things.
Right.
So when I saw this email regarding time management, I was excited. So I decided to join in. And I'm
So happy
excited
that
to
you joined.
learn. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for bringing up this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the context of this presentation, and I just
Mm-hmm.
want to make sure that everybody knows we are actually on the fifth day of the lockdown, full lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, in reality, we started the
Mm-hmm.
lockdown since March 8th, but today
Mm-hmm.
is March 27th. And I guess that Amy, we just lost her, but she will come back. But we are actually okay. Amy, saw you again. Hi. Let me see. Make sure that I okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're back on, right?
Yeah, I'm back on. Sorry, keep going on and off.
No problem. No
The
problem. Okay.
service is bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like loading still.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But I can hear you.
You can hear, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I asked
Mm-hmm.
you to start your video. So if you
Mm-hmm.
want to, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
I will continue the recording. All right.
Okay.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I can't see my. I don't know why. Let me see.
Yeah, it keeps saying
I can
that.
see. I can see my face now. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So again, welcome to this session about time management, and I know that Amy loves this topic, and I was
Mm-hmm.
thinking about this topic, and I realized
Mm-hmm.
that actually I felt that I'm working more
Mm-hmm.
at this
Yeah.
lockdown than being,
Mm-hmm.
when the normal time. I don't know about you, but I was like very tired at the end of the day, and I go to sleep very
Yeah.
well.
Mm-hmm. Same here. I just finished work and I clocked out like around 4 o'clock. And I was like, why is it that I'm still working? But when I saw a video, I was like, you know what, close everything, get on this video, and then go back to schoolwork. But
Right.
I can see your screen now. Yeah, I can see
Yes.
your
Yeah, and I
screen.
can see you. So wonderful. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when we talk about management, and I started talking about this topic like managing yourself at lockdown, and if we can't even manage ourselves, we can't manage anything else. So I know Amy again going on and off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah,
Let's see.
yeah,
It's so slow.
yeah. It's okay. I can see you again. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So we'll go on and off. It's not fine. Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So first about uh we talk about time management. So when you think about time management, and I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
specifically during this period, and we may go on until Easter, right? You know, what I mean, 2 or 3 weeks
Yeah.
time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
maybe even more, because New York City is really at the epicenter of the coronavirus at this time. So we were talking about time management, really same as the normal business, right? So
Mm-hmm.
Am- Amy, I'm going to okay, I'm going to go.
You can.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
So we really talk about time management. Can you see me? You can still see me, right? Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So
Wait, yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So we really talk about time management on three perspectives, same as the normal time, like managing yourself, managing your work, managing your family. Maybe there's another dimension is managing like friends and time with people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so managing yourself is very important during this time, and I suggest that
Mm-hmm.
um, depending on how you're situated, because New York City, we have not very large apartments. We are, now everybody are like all stay at home, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
24 hours. So you do need to
Mm-hmm.
maybe carve out some, no matter how tiny your space is, right? Carve out like a space
Mm-hmm.
with your family and with people, a space that you can be on your
Mm-hmm.
own, right? Okay. And then with that
Mm-hmm.
space being
Yeah.
crafted, right? There are some things that
Mm-hmm.
you need to be it time management. The most the simplest way is to come up
Mm-hmm.
with a list, right? A list of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can do it like the very
Mm-hmm.
sophisticated way. There are many journals and methods that you can download
Mm-hmm.
from the web. You don't need to buy a journal, but you can download so many methods. But the simplest way is
Okay.
really come up with a list of things, say that today this is what
Mm-hmm.
I want to accomplish, right? Um, and then
Mm-hmm.
in between, right, doing those lists of things, so you
Mm-hmm.
prioritize that list. You need to have
Mm-hmm.
some time like for yourself to maybe take a rest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how people take a rest, you know what I mean? For me, I take a rest by, going
Mm-hmm.
to eat my rice cracker,
Mm-hmm.
drink a hot chocolate,
Yeah.
right? And then some people want to do yoga, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the yoga person, but
Mm-hmm.
if you're a yoga person, you
Same
would
here.
say, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
like, so carve out like a 5 minutes break, like, your work,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
your your time to do one of those things in your list can be 1 hour, can be 15 minutes, can be 5 minutes, can be whatever, half hour or 2 hours. But in between, you have this
Mm-hmm.
break time, right? To keep yourself and
Mm-hmm.
know yourself like you are the most important, really. You are the most important, even
Mm-hmm.
if you are taking care of other people, but you are the most important. So that break time, how you want to
Mm-hmm.
be creative, I can suggest many
Mm-hmm.
things. People like to watch movie or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but again, you have to
Mm-hmm.
keep to that list that you say today. This is what I want to accomplish, right? Okay, so it's managing yourself, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then the work,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. So the work is that for time management for the work. So we are actually, I think you can see my screen. So we are actually talking about time management of the work, right?
Mm-hmm.
um, of course,
Mm-hmm.
before I go into the work, right, talking about self and talking about time with friends, I think it's very healthy to, at this point,
Mm-hmm.
at this pretty stressful time for all of us, to pick up the phone, leave a chat message.
Mm-hmm.
This morning, I just received a
Mm-hmm.
chat message from one of my colleagues, right? Is a man,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, usually, I mean, he's not like so warm and fuzzy with me, but he was asking
Mm-hmm.
about me, how are you feeling? And he left a voice message
Mm-hmm.
on the chat too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
express yourself, talk to
Mm-hmm.
people, and maybe join
Mm-hmm.
one of those online events now that you are totally online, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just
Uh-huh.
to interact with
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
people, and I think that to express and to share some of your
Mm-hmm.
concern, all right? Yeah. So this is time
Mm-hmm.
management number one, managing your time, yourself,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay. Then
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
about work, right? Time management of work. Of course, right now, everybody, you need to be a bit patient with each other. And
Mm-hmm.
I would suggest
Mm-hmm.
that for time management for your work, take this time, right?
Mhm.
Take the time, right, to discuss with
Mhm.
your colleagues if you are
Mhm.
working remotely, what are the
Mhm.
possibility, right? To in terms of the timeline,
Mhm.
be a bit more realistic, right? You know what I mean? Be a bit more realistic because not everybody
Mhm. Yeah.
are ready to
Mhm.
jump on the remote working, or be a bit also not
Mhm.
uh, being responsible, like answering to your colleagues, helping your colleagues, right? So again, looking in the timeline, being realistic, and being helpful, supportive of each other. All right. Okay. Now, I don't know whether Amy is still there. Yeah, I'm not hearing you. Let me see if I can make sure that you're not muted. Yeah, you're not muted, but I can't hear you again. But okay, but I'll continue on. All right. Okay. Now, so another thing is managing your family. So, hey, Amy, you're back on. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Sorry.
no problem. You didn't miss
Mhm.
much. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
okay. So another thing is about managing your family, right?
Mhm.
Because you're now trapped in and most of us are living in apartments, right, in New York
Mhm.
City, right?
Yeah.
If you are fortunate to have a backyard, actually,
Mhm.
for me, I do have in my apartment building, we have a backyard. There's some beautiful
Oh.
flowers. You can go there if
Mhm.
you want to. But
Mhm.
managing your family time. So I think that
Mhm.
you need to. This is my suggestion, right? You need to
Mhm.
tell your, like for example, I tell
Mhm.
my husband this morning, okay,
Mhm.
9 a.m. I'm starting work. All right.
Mhm.
So I go to
Yeah.
my corner, right, my space,
Mhm.
and I
Mhm.
start working, right. And then I go back to him. Like just now, he was watching movies, Netflix, right, online. And I thought, hey, lower down the volume because 6 p.m. I want to do a session with my students, right? So you need to carve out the same timing as you are with your work, and also at the same time, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. At the same time,
Mhm.
uh, I'll make sure that Amy is on. Okay.
Oh,
At
I'm
the same,
on.
yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. No problem. So at the same
Mhm.
time, you are able to um, um, tell your family, say that, okay, at certain time, I'm going to go online to buy grocery, or
Mhm.
or I'll take care of the lunchtime, right, for the family. I will make sure that the family is the house is clean at certain time, like garbage time or whatever, right? Set those family time aside and tell
Mhm.
them that you will be responsible to your family at those time, all right? So like for example, at noontime, I'll take care of my husband, right? Say, but do you want to have lunch, right? And then after that, after like half hour, having lunch with him, and then I relax a bit with him, and then I say, okay, it's my office hour again. I go back to my work life, right? So it's really toggling well between self, work, and family, but within the confine of your apartment, right? And that is the interesting time at this moment that we are living, right? Okay. I'm going to continue on. Okay. Now, when you do time management, it's actually I want to encourage the MBA students of MCNY to really take this opportunity to look into communication, how we can do better in terms of remote communication, right? So at this, and I spell, oh, I need to uh, correct my spelling error here. Oh, thank God I catch that. All right, okay. So you see, this is a prime example. I misspell the word
Mhm.
etiquette here, right? And
Uh-huh.
I did this like uh, literally did this PowerPoint like 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes before coming on, right? To
Oh,
this
wow.
video conference, right? So again, right? Um, I say apologize, and I show my professionalism, right, and correct it, right. But it's okay at this point. Everybody's understanding is a is a time that is not it's a very interesting time, right? So again, right, is how to communicate remotely. So I'm going to continue on by talking a bit about communication in terms of like college, right? College
Mm-hmm.
work. At this point, emails. If you're not comfortable with using the video conferencing, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
emails is important. We have the learning management system, Moodle. Just
Mm-hmm.
communicate. If you're concerned about grades or your assignment being submitted late, just communicate with your professors, right? Because all of us are supportive of each other. So your professors know that we are going to support our students during this very difficult time. Now, don't forget one point. Your professors also need support, right? They are also human beings, right? They also may be also learning how to teach online, right? Don't forget about that. I mean, be really understanding towards each other. So the communication should be, how to say, trying our best, right? For college work, right? Trying our best. But I really tell everybody, there's a lot of students who contacted me, right? And told me about their stress, about their assignments. And I said, MCNY is your least concern at this moment, right? Because we are going to be supportive of your finishing the degree, all right? Okay. But again, communication is key, right, with your professors. Then workplace communication, right? I think this is a time to define who you are. This is the period to show, who you are in terms of how you deliver your work, whether you're a responsible person, whether you're a person who can be creative, right, to solve problems, right? This is a time, this is your shining moment, right, to show, right, to change, uh, anything in a way that people know that they can rely on you, they can count on you, all right? So again, communication, right? You need to set the tone, you need to set the pace, right? You need to be tapping into the emotion of the people who are working with you, right? Okay, Amy, you're back on. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
No problem. No problem. Okay. We can see you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now I want to talk a bit about professional etiquette. And remember, just now I misspelled this word, right? Just now, and then I correct in front, and then I do apologize. I did do this very last minute, right? But when you think about it, professional etiquette, right? And I think that when you go on a video conference, all right, some of the students, and I know that we are now going into everybody's bedroom and living room, so to say, right? I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that because of the size of the New York City apartments, right? A lot of people are working in their bedroom now, right? I mean, you need to understand that. Uh, so I would suggest that you try your best to do like um, uh, uh, a way, right, that still show you as professional, right? You do not need to wear a tie or in a suit or wear something like so professional, like in a suit, like for women. You're not, I'm not saying that you must wear professionally, right? Uh, you can still wear a shirt if you want to, but just look presentable, right? You know what I mean? Or or to be in a way that, like for example, I'm not wearing my, I mean, I'm just wearing a simple dress, right? You know what I mean? Just be myself, and you can still look very professional, right? Even like I'm sleeveless now, I'm not wearing a jacket, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just to communicate very professionally about your point of view. I think at this point, at this particular point in time, for me, I use humor to
Mm-hmm.
uh, express myself to minimize the stress. So to illustrate an example how I use humor. So let me try to uh, show you how I use humor. Uh, just keep. So I play with my virtual background. So if you feel that
Mm-hmm.
your
Mm-hmm.
background, right, you are in your bedroom and some of people are on your bed, like
Mm-hmm.
some student laying on the bed and talking with me. And for me, I'm okay with that. But it's
Mm-hmm.
definitely not a professional image you want to show. So
Mm-hmm.
you should sit down at least, even if you don't have the proper setup. And you can play with, because we're using Zoom and there's a way of
Mm-hmm.
using a virtual background. And
Mm-hmm.
the background behind me is a virtual background. It's not my usual background. And I can
Mm-hmm.
use humor and I've been playing like I can go to a beach. I'm just kidding. You can see me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can go to a beach, right? Uh, uh, I can go for a pizza, right? A pizza time, right? Okay. Amy may have missed that, right? Or I can go and have a glass of wine. No, that is not too professional.
Mm-hmm.
But you get the drift, right? You know what I mean? I'm go back
Mm-hmm.
to my professional image, and just now you got a glimpse of my background, my real background, which is actually in my home office. I have my
Mm-hmm.
background, and I think that this is a more professional virtual background I want to show today. Or I can go down to show an image like New York City, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, right? Yeah. So coming back to my background, right? The first
Mm-hmm.
background that I use, right? You can have fun with it to show, or you can, and there's nothing wrong. I know that there's a lot of criticism in the last 1 week where people suddenly jump onto video conferencing, and suddenly you're now 24 hours into your apartment, and you have kids, maybe you have
Mm-hmm.
kids or people walking behind in your background. So a
Mm-hmm.
virtual background is good for that, but there's nothing to apologize. I really don't
Mm-hmm.
see anything to apologize at this point, right? If your kids
Mm-hmm.
walk into your room, and I know that there's some funny memes and YouTube videos that go viral that someone was interviewing for a job, and like the kids, the wife, the maid, everybody like knocking at the door. That was so funny, but but really, right? I mean, you can show your professionalism and say that, oh, this is my child, right? My
Mm-hmm.
wife, and then politely, right? Tell your kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or your wife say, oh, we are having a video conference. Introduce, right? There's nothing to apologize. This is your family, and we are actually
Mm-hmm.
entering into your everybody's living room, everybody's
Mm-hmm.
bedroom, so to say. All right. So, but
Mm-hmm.
again, you can exercise professional etiquette in this time, right?
Okay.
You can do
Mm-hmm.
that. Even if your
Yeah.
background, you don't have a virtual background, and if you don't
Mm-hmm.
feel comfortable showing in video, right? By the way, I mean, you have a very nice background, very just plain,
Thank
right?
you.
Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
you look very nice, right? And
Mm-hmm.
and just be yourself, right? And if you don't feel comfortable showing your face or your background, just shut off the video, right? Okay. By the way, you just shut off, but I think that you're going to come back, and I know
Oh,
that
no,
it's your
I'm
internet.
in. Sorry. Yeah, I'm
No
in now.
problem.
Yes.
No, no, it's fine.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
okay. So now, right, we talk about this, right? We talk about professional etiquette, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I want to remind. By the way, before we go on, Amy, do you like what you hear and any comments so far? Is this
So
helpful? Hmm?
yeah, it's very helpful. Thank you. I'm actually taking notes. Thank you.
Wow. Okay. Thank you. You make my day.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Mm-hmm.
one of my favorite thing to do when I just met with a new MBA student is that, hey, you need to make use of your MBA. Don't wait until like 1 year later, all right? Because we in MCNY, we can finish our MBA. You can finish your MBA
Mm-hmm.
within um let me okay let me you can finish your MBA within like 1 year, but don't wait until
Mm-hmm.
the end of the year. You should start uh, making use of your MBA. And one of the and I again apologize. I was like
Mm-hmm.
um, okay. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the things that you can do, right, is
Mm-hmm.
that you can lead by example in this period of time and show your colleagues,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you can
Mm-hmm.
tell them, oh, by the way, when I'm working today, when I'm working on the company project, oh, I have to finish that assignment in my MBA program, my accounting assignment,
Mm-hmm.
my
Okay.
finance budgeting
Mm-hmm.
assignment,
Mm-hmm.
and people really look up to you because people know
Mm-hmm.
that you're ambitious, people
Mm-hmm.
know that you're serious, people know that
Mm-hmm.
you want to do more than what your current position is.
Mm-hmm.
Lead by example or
Mm-hmm.
talk about yourself. So I want to add that. Okay, talk about your MBA. Now,
Mm-hmm.
okay, to your colleagues, all right? Okay, to
Mm-hmm.
everyone, in fact, all right? Now,
Mm-hmm.
so continue to do that. Let people know that, hey, even during this lockdown, I'm a very
Mm-hmm.
serious person. I am
Mm-hmm.
going to do my MBA assignments, do my MBA degree, and while working
Mm-hmm.
remotely. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
I hope you like that
Thank
because
you.
I like that.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah.
important.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing
Yeah.
is important. I think that you can take a bit of the time now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Clean
Yeah.
up a bit your resume. And yesterday I talked about that to use
Mm-hmm.
the PAR method, which is problem, action, results. You can take a look at the video of
Okay.
yesterday, right? I did
You
that.
posted it?
Yeah, I posted it. Yeah. And I'm going
Okay.
to send everybody, like I created a YouTube channel, right?
Okay.
MCNY
Okay.
MBA. So
Okay.
I'm going to tell all the MBA students to
Okay.
subscribe to that, right?
All right.
And
Thank you.
yeah, and so is to look into your resume, clean up, take
Mm-hmm.
a bit of time, clean up, think about,
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a time also everybody is thinking about life, about, like
Mm-hmm.
what
Yeah.
things, right? Yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
you can probably look into jobs, like what how you can uh, fulfill, right, or get the kind of jobs that you want to go after,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Yeah.
this is a
Mm-hmm.
time that you can start thinking, and I encourage
Mm-hmm.
everybody to start thinking creatively, to start using
Mm-hmm.
your MBA, because you can even write
Mm-hmm.
to people some job site or some posting and say, oh, I'm pursuing my MBA degree now. And I
Mm-hmm.
saw your job posting. I'm very interested to speak with
Mm-hmm.
you, right?
Mm-hmm.
About your job.
Mm-hmm.
People will be very impressed. This is the time everybody is like very worried about a lot of things. And here you are doing a very proactive way of telling people about your intention to do, to work for that, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, this is the end of the session. I hope
Mm-hmm.
uh, you like it. I mean, any questions uh, you have about this session, Amy? Do you have any question or any
For
comment?
this session, it was great. I have a comment. It was great. It gave me a lot of ideas. Actually, like I know, like you have like the linking page. I started following the MBA there, and their linking page. So that I have to like brush up a lot of things. Like with the resume, I missed that one. So I'm definitely going to be working on that, and I'll watch some of your videos that you did previously.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. It was so helpful.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I welcome
Mm-hmm.
you to join me again
Mm-hmm.
Monday. So I'm going to do this
Okay.
daily, right?
Okay.
During this
Mm-hmm.
lockdown, Monday, Tuesday, but weekend I'll take a break.
Okay, definitely. You need that time. Yeah.
Yeah, and so if you can, if you want to join me at 6
Mm-hmm.
p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I'm going
Okay.
to remind, and no pressure at all. It's more
Mm-hmm.
relaxing. I thought that
Okay.
I don't want
Mm-hmm.
people who feel lonely, at home.
Mm-hmm.
Some of you are singles, and you may be
Mm-hmm.
alone, and now you don't have friends, don't have parties to
Mm-hmm.
go to. I'm
Yes.
kidding.
No, it's okay.
and,
Some of it is right.
and so maybe you want to like talk to me.
Okay. Yeah.
And so
Mm-hmm.
and I'd like to talk to you, right? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean you
Yes.
and all the MBA students, right? So and
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to invite Wednesday, I'm going to make it special. I'm going to invite someone else
Okay.
to talk, right? Not
Okay.
just me, right? And maybe
Okay.
more, Wednesday and Thursday, I need to find
Okay.
other people who
All
wants
right.
to come as guest speaker, right? So
Okay.
all right, okay,
All
all
right.
right.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm
Thank
going
you.
to put down. I'm going to stop the recording, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So and then I chat with you a bit more. Okay. I'm stopping
Okay.
the
Thank
recording.
you.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on there. Okay.
All right.
Don't leave. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Bye bye.
Uh-huh.
No. Bye bye
Okay.
to the recording. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.